Hi guys, so today I'm here with the Martin 4/4 concert. Now you might have seen a video of me before with one. Now the reason we're doing another one is because, or we've done some other ones, is because as a maker you sort of continually evolve and everything, you know, sort of changes a little bit here and there. So the biggest thing I'd say we've changed over the sort of last few years has been our varnish. It doesn't mean to say that the ones we've made before aren't beautiful, and we love seeing them come back, and they kind of, each one is an individual instrument from us. But this is our sort of more matte finish varnish that we do now. And it's quite interesting because this is a bit more of a brown colour. So the client who we made this base for asked for one, a bit more brown with the antiquing and stuff. So we'll have a bit of a look at that. But to tell you a little bit more about the Concert 4/4, so this and the 3/4 is our most popular model of bass. They are part made for us in Romania. So it's our own design, and the best wood, everything like you would get in any other Martin bass, but because we didn't do half the carving, they're half the price. But it doesn't mean to say that we don't do a lot to them. So all that we basically get is front, back, sides, ribs and a neck, all kind of unfinished and sort of in their raw state. And we do all of the graduations, we do a load of the shaping on the outside, we do basically tidying absolutely everything up, going over the ribs. Same with the back, we do the graduations, we also do the bass bar. So what you get is like the handmade Martin technology and sound and feel and everything, but sort of delivered to you at a sort of affordable price. And they are super popular. You know, there's orchestras everywhere that have them as a mainstay. They make grade 5 strings. You know, you can really also customize what you want. So it's allowed us to produce something for people that's manageable. So if we look at this particular model, it's got very, very sloping shoulders, this bass. Like all Concert 4/4s do. Very sloping shoulders, which means that actually they're very, very easy to play, even though it's a big bass. Now, I'm not super tall, sadly, but they are very sloping at the top, which means that here, you see, I'm already in thumb position, and I've not even, I haven't had to go like this to get round the bass. I'm just, it's really super comfortable to play. So even though it's a large bass, you don't have to be super tall to play. When actually there's quite a few people will come, or we'll discuss with them about getting a 3/4, and they'll actually decide that they want a 4/4 because they get a little extra bit of air volume, and it's a fantastic orchestral bass, a sort of all-round instrument. So if we look at this particular instrument, we can have a look at the front first. So beautiful wood, lovely grain pattern, top quality stuff, beautifully carved. Lovely Stradivarian style sound holes, and very nicely finished all around. I mean, that's the big thing that we do is the sort of the quality of the finish everywhere. It's perfect, really, really nice. And then we could look at the back and sides. Look at that, beautiful maple. And I think the antiquing, of which we can do varying degrees. So this client wanted sort of a fair bit of antiquing, but we can do it very lightly, or we could even go further. But I think it really brings out sort of the instrument and brings out the sort of beautiful wood and the sort of quality materials, and also the finish that we've given it. And then of same matching maple for the ribs, but absolutely beautiful. Probably the most noticeable difference to this particular instrument, because we've been doing the antiqued finish and the sort of more matte varnish for a while, is the machine heads. So I don't know if you can see there, but they're antiqued, which we thought was quite a nice touch for, the bass. Bass has got with an antique finish to it, and, we've antiqued the machine heads, which I think they look absolutely awesome. It's a really, really nice sort of new addition. And then, the last thing I suppose that we do after the varnish is the setup. So this has been asked for a really low, comfortable setup, either Perazzi strings, which are really popular and work great on our basses. Bridge adjusters. The other thing to note is, although it's quite a big bass, we've got quite a nice big overstand, which makes it easy to play and releases the tension off the front. But still quite a nice high bridge, which I think adds a sort of power to the sound and also ease of playing, especially with a German bow. You know, you're miles away from any corners. Not that we don't do a viol model if you would prefer not to have any corners. So we do have a Martin 4/4 concert viol, which also is great. So yeah, I hope that's interesting. And if you have any questions or want to know any more information or which model would suit you the best, feel free to get in touch anytime.